Capricorns, there seems to be a lot of activations taking place right now for you. A lot of things that you're cultivating and harvesting while also being mindful of what you're planning for at the future happening at the same time. So be present and mindful to take advantage of all of these energies accordingly, okay? Welcome to your Virgo season Tarotscope. Capricorn, so it was very interesting, the downloads that were coming in. First of all, you were in a garden and you were harvesting, taking stock of everything that was growing nicely and crops that were bountiful. But then also there is this same energy coming through of you planting different seeds, but up here in your mind. So if some of you have been looking back over the past 6 months, over the past year, over the past 2 years, knowing what's been working for you, and at the same time also noting different synchronicities and different signs that have been presented to you from your loved ones, from the universe, or even just intuitively knowing, oh, this is really working well, and I know that I should be doing this in the future, so I'm just gonna put it on the back burner or just make a note of that for later. Okay, so take stock of everything that you're collecting right now, but be mindful of different energies that are coming to you so you can be diligent or just know how to use that energy in the future. It was the energy almost too of like, one, your third eye as well was just going wild. There was that one X-Men. Oh, I'm not the biggest X-Men fan, but the one that can shoot laser beams out of his eyes. Someone commented, so I know. But that energy of your third eye being so powerful right now that it's literally laser focused, or some of you are just very intentional about where you're going, which is great. I don't think you really need to take other people's opinions seriously right now because you already know what you want to do and where you want to go. So that work ethic and that determination, check. But I do want you to be open to different synchronicities and different signs. So for example, say you've always thought of doing a podcast and someone randomly says, hey, have you ever thought about doing a podcast? And you're like, oh, that's interesting. I have thought about that. And now someone just randomly said I should do that as well. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about in terms of planting a seed in your mind for later. If you keep getting the same sign over and over and over again, even if it's not part of your master plan, Capricorns, take it under advisement, put it in your back pocket for later, because I really do think that those energies and those downloads are going to be something that you can harvest later. So I know that was a lot, but you're harvesting, but you're also taking note of what you want to plant and harvest at a later date. And even the decisions that are going on right now, we have the Two of Wands, Capricorn. So some of you might also just be in the state where it's not as clear, where you're doing the work and taking stock of everything, but you're deciding, should I keep doing this or should I really be pursuing X instead? The choices and the decisions you have to make. We have Mercury and Mars currently in Virgo, as well as the Sun, of course. So that's all Earth energy, which complements your Capricorn energy very well. And so with Mercury and Mars really able to expand our mind and give us that follow through with our energy and our intention, this energy makes a lot of sense to me with the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. Remember, in tarot, the Devil represents Capricorn. So huge activations, Capricorn, lots of energy that's coming to the surface. All of your hard work, all of your good energy that you've been putting forward is now going to come back. And also too, I find with the Devil, it's not limiting ourselves. If you have certain ideals, and kind of like I said before, it's more of a channeled energy, Capricorn, of you thinking that things have to be a certain way and has to be structured and it has to be perfect. Allow room for spontaneity and for different options that present themselves to you. Like I said, it's not that you have to veer off course in the direction that you know you want to go, but be open to a detour or a fun pit stop along the way, because you're very much activated right now, and being in a fellow Earth sign season is always going to benefit you as well. Yeah. And I just think that if you can loosen up the reins, or just loosening up the mindset on how you think it has to work out, will benefit you significantly. And I mean, the Devil with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, yeah. If you're working with other Capricorns as well, or other Capricorn energy is in your vicinity, this can be a good energy to help support you. And I'm just going to say this, with the Two of Wands next to the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune, don't allow greed and ego to get in your way, but go for the option that has the more grandiose reward, or the one that's really going to fill you up with passion and even push you outside of your limits. If there's one decision that's easy and you know that through hard work you can get it done, consider it. But if there's one that scares you a little bit, or there's one where it's like, oh, like I don't know if I can do this, that potentially could be the option that's really going to empower you more, or really going to evolve you that much further, okay? This is also something that came through in the channel as well, Capricorns, but getting a foot massage or even a foot bath with like Epsom salts and essential oils. I think a lot of you have been carrying the weight or just doing a lot of work, or even kind of pounding the pavement. So making sure that you're giving gratitude and love and some TLC to your feet, whether that pedicure, a soak, whatever that may be, even just making sure you have the proper shoes to do all of the work that's going to be presented to you moving forward, okay? So if those shoes are tattered, get a new pair, okay? And show some love to your feet. Yes. Oh, and also cats came through as a really beautiful energy. So if you're walking and you see a cat, be mindful of what you're thinking. Cats are also very, very, very intuitive and have that guardian energy. For those of you who are also doing light work, energy work, if you consider yourself a witch, cats have a very beautiful, protective energy. Woo! Okay. Okay, Capricorns, clearly there's some energy that needs to come through. So this is interesting. The cards that just fell out, as you just saw, we have the Three of Pentacles, but we also have the Nine and the Eight of Swords. So the idea of potentially, as you're deciding things and wanting to do potentially things by yourself and just be that boss, be driven, be ambitious, there may be opportunities to collaborate with other people or bring other people onto your team in whatever capacity that means. And that's giving you a little bit of anxiety in terms of letting go of control, or allowing other people to help you, or allowing other people to give their insight. This can also just be as well that there's going to be a lot of work and a lot of opportunity that's coming to you at this time, Capricorns, and it may cause a little bit of stress on your person, especially with you shifting and deciding new things and pursuing different energies. That contraction before the expansion, knowing that all of this new energy is going to be coming in, there might be a little bit of stress and anxiety. So if you're already feeling this energy, especially since we just had that Aquarius full moon at the end of Leo season, I need you to come back to yourself, especially at night. I often find that in client sessions, and even just the meaning of the Nine of Swords is that we're on our screens, we're answering emails, we're not getting grounded at night. And so I need you to just be conscientious of that, especially the way that it's presented here. It's below the Devil. And so some of you, if you're really stressed and you're releasing that pent up energy through different vices or addictions, then of course the ego may be sabotaging you at this time, because you know greatness, you know a huge level up is coming, but there may be little temptations or old coping mechanisms that you would normally use when you get really stressed that may deter you from advancing and leveling up in this new elevated way. I do think, Capricorns, in one way or another, there are people that want to help you. There are people that want to lighten the load. It doesn't make you any less competent or proficient at what you're doing, but allow people to help you. And as you shift and let go of that control and that power in the way that you think it needs to go, I think you're going to be able to enjoy the process a lot more, okay? So be open, and this doesn't have to be just in work. This can be enlisting a massage therapist or a physio to help you heal your body, or investing in a meal service or a therapist or a coach, whatever way that means. I think you just doing everything on your own, it's not gonna work for much longer, if at all. Allowing people in to help you, to grow with you, to plant a bigger garden, to help you harvest it easier, to enjoy the fruits of your labor with a team or with people that you love and that love you. Very Virgo energy, okay? So sit on that, and please be mindful of your evening routines. If you keep getting burnt out or if similar temptations keep arising, note your mindsets, note the ego. We have the devil show up as well, but also just simply note how you unwind or who you spend time with at night, and if they're projecting or if they're causing you to be in your head, because when you clock out from work, all the people that you surround yourself with are just maybe taking your energy or might be a little bit jealous. Not all the time, but it may not even be your energy that's causing you to be distressed or anxious. It may be the company that you're keeping, Capricorn. So as you level up, as you expand, just being aware of who and what you give your time and energy to, okay? And I think that prioritizing rest and enjoyment, Capricorns, this came through for Virgos as well. I just saw someone lay back on a recliner of this beautiful sectional couch, exhale, and just watch TV. If you just need that moment to rest, take it. The work is always going to be there, but shifting our mindset to honor the rest, honor the feminine, that's something that not a lot of us have been trained to do or even to value as important. So if you need that time to rest, even just on your own, and again, I saw a cat there, so some of you are just like wanting to be chill or even just to act like a house cat and just take the time that you need to rest on your own and then go out and be social afterwards, please do so, okay? Let's do 2 more cards for Capricorns, please. 2 more cards for Capricorns this Virgo season. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of TLC that's happening, Capricorns. I saw you getting a facial. So if you're wanting to just invest in yourself, to pamper yourself, we still have Venus in Libra until mid-September, September 10th, I believe. So take that time. I saw the facial. Remember the foot soak and the foot scrub before. I think you just need time to enjoy, pamper yourself. The 2 cards that just came through, we have the 10 of Wands with the 6 of Cups. So this is also interesting to me that you are working extremely hard. No shock here. But also you might be closing out old relationships, or as you're getting to that new level, that new expansion, that old offers may be presented to you to either tempt you back into old ways of thinking, old ways of doing. I also just think, especially with the 6 of Cups here, and we have the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords and the Devil, be weary, like I said, of old addictions, old temptations, that you're working so hard and you're so close to the goal. We're going to get to that, but don't fall back to old relationships or old energies that are not serving you. I think a lot of you are so close to this next level, and there may be certain things that may trip you up, but if you can just be diligent, prioritize yourself while doing so, it's really going to serve you very well. The bottom card, Capricorns, which I'm very excited for, the Chariot. That imminent success is yours. Do not lose faith or lose hope because you've been working so hard and you can't see it yet, or it hasn't come through at this point in time. If we can honor ourselves, not lose faith in our boundaries, and be open to other people helping us grow and expand, we'll be in a very beautiful place come Libra season, okay? So that is my general reading for you, Capricorns. If this reading resonated and you want to send a tip or a donation, it's always appreciated. Please be sure to tag and share this reading with a fellow Capricorn who could also benefit. If you'd like, you can watch your rising and your moon sign videos for even more clarity. And if you want to book a one-on-one reading, you can go to our website, www.stillwateralchemy.com, for all of my current availability for my readings, okay? Thank you, Capricorns, for watching. Have a beautiful Virgo season, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.